We've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. His first carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he's... certainly was there. How about that? Pinning them down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st down, Hines, and not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
In your face.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Third and long, it's Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Michael set. I got one.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right here, right here. He's checking, he's checking.
This is Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go, let's go.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. This is Hines. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 180. 50 watts of money. Hey, they scared. They scared. Shift, shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. Greg. Let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Any day.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Shoot. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Hey, 31.
Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Set. 19. 54. We own now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our field. It's our field.
Third and long. It's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Coming to you.
Now Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What
think.
do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
SOS. Gun. SOS.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. To throw is Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They run with Hines, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's letting this one go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Switch up, switch up. Hatchet, hatchet. 8, 8. 52.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
18, 24. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a first down throw. Watson Completes it to Davis. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A first down carry for Davis. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tighten up, tighten up. Great.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got it. This is Ware. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for Campbell down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Davis, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston, 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, McClure. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Gun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The shotgun snap for Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And an alley to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he's got room. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
He's coming. 20.
Newton now to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Ready? Ready?
They run again with Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 36, 36. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Newton to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Newton trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Throwing again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge third down call coming up.
At 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Set. 780. 6 right there. 56. I got it.
Again, Newton looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Steps, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a first throw here in overtime. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. McClure. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Ready.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Like lights, camera, action, living